light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share. No one.
I can hear the dog. Marjorie, I can hear the dog. I can hear the dog. That means I've got to mute all. Who should I get to do mute all? Chris, you're looking so tanned and so healthy. You're making me very annoyed. Chris, would you like to do mute all, please? All you have to do is say 1, 2, 3, mute all. Go on.
1, 2, 3, mute all.
And there was the silence. Isn't that silence fantastic? That's lovely. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all Bachelors people, lovely to see you. Well, I've got a good one today because I'm really looking forward to seeing your reaction to We're the Blue of the Night. I've recreated it in no uncertain fashion, and you won't recognize, well, you may recognize it, but I think you will like it. So what have we got for you this week? We got what Deck got up to, and very interesting this one is because I had a visit to Victoria, my daughter's new house. She fell victim. She's been renting. She's one of those people like the French people. She rents. Very unusual in the UK to rent, but it's getting more common. And she was renting it for 23 years. And suddenly the landlord decided that he wanted to get rid of all his tenants and sell up. So she was given notice to quit, eviction notice, would you believe? But she had a terrible job finding the house, and now it's got a beautiful house. Wait till you see it. Then we've got Erie Canal, John Leyland's favourite song, and he visited Erie Canal a couple of years ago and told us all about it. He can't be with us today. He's got family issues, but there we are. And then we got the old video diaries, and this one is from November 2018, which is way before COVID. It gives a good glimpse of what life was like then. And this is a good one. We're going to see quite a lot of Con. We got then the in-depth on Philip Solomon. It went so well last month, and I told you there's so many stories about Philip. I couldn't possibly fit them all into just one show. So this is part 2, and there may be a part 3 and a part 4, but this man, he got up to crazy stuff with all his pals. John Arden, Nat Berlin, Colin Berlin, all those people. Oh, Gordon Mills, who managed Tom Jones and all that. He was nuts. He was nuts. And then we've got the He Ain't Heavy. This was lovely. We filmed this up on the Downs outside Eastbourne. Very, very nice. Birthdays, of course. So Lynn, I hope we've got some birthdays. Have we? Nod your head if we have. Oh, we have. That's lovely. Then we've got Unchained Melody. I listened back to this and couldn't believe it's really Con in full flow. There's a lot of big songs this time. And then we got the premiere of We're the Blue of the Night. And I can't wait for that. I've played it to John Leyland because I always do, just to get his seal of approval. And he likes the strings, he likes the voices, he likes everything about it. And I play ukulele. For any ukulele fans, I play ukulele. Now, Chris, tell me, I heard you mentioning you've just come back from somewhere, haven't you?
Yeah, just come back on Friday from 18 days in the Algarve, which was very enjoyable, but the weather was not the weather we would have hoped for. An awful lot of rain, just like here in the UK.
Yeah.
But we still had some nice sunny days. And your past comment about my colour, yes, I did come back with a bit of a tan, albeit didn't go out of my way to get one this time. But just walking about, it's amazing.
I've got a tan at the moment, Chris. It's called rust.
Yeah.
Well, let's get on. Let's get on with what I got up to last month. This is very interesting. Have a look at this. I always jokingly say that it cost me a fortune to have my hair this white colour. Well, the secret is I have been going to Angie for my hair for an awful long time, and this is Sandy having her hair done. Beautiful place, and it overlooks where I used to live at Drusilla's out by Alfriston. And my love of cooking is undiminished. Gone vegetarian recently. I don't know why. Not by design. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? And look at that. 4 different ways of cooking chipped potatoes. And then all the veggie stuff as well. I think Sandy enjoyed that. I've got a contender for my title as the head chef. Victoria. She's a lovely, lovely cook. Does it all off the top of her hat, though. Whereas I have to have recipes. Just look what she put together. Asparagus. And that's cod. And then she put prawns on top of that. Some potatoes. She's an absolute natural. Total natural. Not like me. Master chef. God man. Isn't this wonderful? I don't have to cook. Oh, marvellous stuff. And all this in Victoria's new house. She's doing ever so well, and she's good at interior design as well. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
What?
I think Victoria must be making too much money. No, that is something.
Look at that.
And look
Oh,
at
it's
pepper.
brand new, hold on.
Oh,
That is incredible.
looks nice. Looks nice.
There's lots of pepper on it, Mummy, but...
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll taste it first.
The annual rolling the Easter eggs.
It's Easter 2024. Grandad's going first, then Auntie Toria, then Oliver, and then me.
last year as well.
Age ranking. Go. Age ranking. Go. Daddy.
Yeah, well, that's broken.
Is that
I
broken?
think that's broken.
Hey!
Right, Victoria.
Next.
Go. Ready?
Broken.
Daddy, get out the way. Daddy, get out the way.
Go.
Out the way. Daddy, out the way.
Toby,
Ready?
Toby.
Go. Move out the way.
He's gonna eat this.
So
gonna eat it.
Oh!
He's got it. No, he isn't.
Is that broken?
I think so.
Roll it. Roll it.
I know, you're cheating. I'm right.
Okay, do it now.
No, it's not broken.
Do it now, Oliver.
Not broken. Is that broken? So, am I the winner so far?
No.
No?
Okay, ready?
I'm the winner so far.
Broken a little bit.
Oh!
That was the best one.
That's a shame with that.
Who's gonna
I
clean
think
that
Louise
up?
is the winner.
Yeah. Mine has broken though. I think I
Surely are we doing it the wrong way? It should be that it doesn't break.
Under your foot.
Because let's face it,
Well, well done,
Thank you very much. Thank you. That's lovely. That is lovely. That is lovely. Nice cup of coffee.
Brilliant.
What a beautiful day.
Huh?
Easter Monday. Easter Monday. Behind our local pub. Totally empty except for 2 people. And us. But what sunshine. Oh, here's my coffee coming out now. Nice coffee.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Our pub was totally deserted on Easter Monday. But listen, I want to ask you, put your hand up. Anybody rolled Easter eggs down the stairs on Easter Sunday? Nobody? No. What, is this an Irish tradition? It must be an Irish tradition. It's great, great fun. It's honestly great fun. And I've been doing that since I was a kid, and we look forward to it every year. But the eggs nowadays, I find, have got a smaller. We used to have huge Easter eggs. Now they're small and they're very hard to break. That's why I changed the rules this year. And the rule was whoever could break their Easter egg won. And I was the first one to break my Easter egg. But Carol Furs, how do you break your Easter eggs then? Carol?
I just tap them on the in the kitchen on the top work surface, break it up. And I live in a downstairs flat, so I've got no stairs, so I can't do any Easter egg rolling.
Really? Oh, that's crazy, isn't it? That is crazy.
I had three eggs this year, and
Three?
they're still intact. I've eaten the innards, but I've not eaten the eggs yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's lovely. Well, listen, this is a fascinating song. It's actually a recreation of one of the first songs that we ever sang with Shel Tommy and Mike Stone were our original producers. And they were mad on American folk music and all that. And we loved it as well, being Irish. It's called country and Irish in Ireland. We love all that country stuff, the folk stuff. And this was a recreation of it that Con and I did. I hope you like it. We loved recording it. And just checking everything is right. It is right. And here we go.
Everybody down.
Look red, we're going to it now. You'll always know your neighbor, you'll always know your pal. If you ever sail on the Erie Canal.
Up there, sound, we're coming to a lock.
15 miles on the Erie Canal.
We'll be home before 6 o'clock.
15 miles on the Erie Canal. One more trip and back we'll go. Through the rain and sleet and snow. We know every inch of the way. From Albany to Buffalo. Low ridge,
Everybody down.
low ridge, we're going to it now. You'll always know your neighbor, you'll always know your pal. If you ever sail on the Erie Canal. 15 miles on the Erie Canal. 15 miles on the Erie Canal. Low ridge,
Everybody
It's all going. Oh, look at this. Wait till I get onto the gallery view. Gallery view. Gallery view. Look at that. I always have to say, Con, look. They liked it. They liked it. And John Nayland, I hope you liked it as well. That's brilliant. Thank you very much, everybody, for that. And Marjorie as well, going mad, going absolutely bananas. That's terrific. Well, the next thing we've got for you is the old video diaries. Video diaries. Have you got any, Linda Wood, have you got any memories of 2018? It seems a lifetime away, doesn't it? Linda, cast your mind back. Before COVID, what was it like in Glasgow?
It's too long to remember, Dick. I'm trying even to remember theatre shows that I went to, you know, some of the amateur companies, but there's nothing really that I can say that stands out as far as 2018 was concerned.
Yeah?
Nah, sorry, I can't help you there.
Oh my goodness me. But let's have a little look at what we got up to in 2018. Nice little bits of con here. Have a look at this.
Jingle, 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 jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all.
Job finished. Looks wonderful. Transformation. There's Halifax over there. Started putting the cladding on. There's a lot more to go. All that's to be done. All there. It looks good. Started putting the cladding on, but it's a lot more to do. They're bringing the electric cable all the way down across here. Across there. Going into the hall. Starting to look good. All that to do yet. And the electric cable is coming from way over there, across the flags and up through here. That'll go into the greenhouse. Looking forward to having my workshop in here. Now that man over there was taking a photograph of me, taking a photograph of him, but he's not taking a photograph of me. That's the famous Chas McDevitt. Now, believe it or not, he's still alive. And that is the incredible, what's your name again? Just Conrad, that's him. OBE. And he's, OBE, oh yes, old bastard, yeah. And he's still alive. Yeah. And this is me, and I'm still alive. And this is incredible
Stan Laurel
function. That
was Stan Laurel. You saw Stan Laurel before. You thought it was Dick Kluskey. It's actually Stan Laurel.
John Radcliffe over there. Lovely function. Lovely function. Lovely function. And up on stage, it used to be the Ted Heath Orchestra. Now it's a keyboard. Wow. It's our bonfire at New Hall. Carol's over there trying to stop it spreading. That's a big fire. Bonfire night. Great stuff. And Carol's trying to stop it spreading by spraying it. Have a look back there. Wow. Wow, big fire.
Well, this looks like it's good. I'm walking down to Eastbourne College. If I climb up on this, there it is in the way in the distance. They're calling it a 3-day visual experience. Well, to me, that's Sonnet Lumiere. They got a band on at 6:30, so I can hear the band from here. There's one of our beautiful local churches, all lit up. Isn't that lovely? And here we are at the school. Just a little bit down there, a bit down there. Gilded Road is where my daughter works. She's the assistant registrar for Eastbourne College. Very posh. A posh job. This is going to be lovely.
Energetic seaside town with a centre of learning that would come to rival the best in the land.
Is that wonderful?
They were pioneers with a beautiful plan. They were confident it would shine as the sun shone. Dedicated, humble visionaries who dared to dream of transforming the lives of those around them.
You'll remember when the west wind moves among the fields of barley. You can tell the sun in his jealous sky as we walk in fields of gold.
Those pioneers and you, their followers, offer hope for a better, more tolerant society. From the ashes of tragedy, the phoenix of hope was lit.
Absolutely stunning. And beautiful. Oh dear, oh dear. So here we are at the Burley Centre. And look at these lovely people. They're all going to be performing tonight. They're judges, they're timekeepers, and I'm going to be a judge as well. So it's going to be good fun. This is the Ian Gow Memorial speaking competition for under 15s, I think it is. Is it under 15s?
Year 9.
Year 9, whatever that may mean in English. See, I'm Irish. I have no chance understanding this stuff. Okay? We'll have a good time. And this is Giles briefing all the contestants. Of course, Ian Gow was the lovely man who was sadly blown up by the IRA. Great politician, wonderful man. The chief assistant to Margaret Thatcher in her day, and sadly, tragically, near Eastbourne was blown up and killed. And this is a memorial to him. We're sitting, the judges are sitting in various seats. That's Lord Lucas over there. Rafe to me. Thank goodness. I was asked to call him Rafe. And here we are. This should be a good competition.
On Father's Day, that's about as far as it goes, it has to be said. But he said, oh, the Father's Day Cup, a few weeks ago. He said to me,
Ian Gow Memorial Cup 2018, our very worthy winners are Eastbourne Academy.
I've got a few questions about that. I have to explain to Marjorie Tim, in the UK, curiously, we call public schools the really extremely expensive private schools, like Eton and places like that, and St Andrews. But Eastbourne College is the fourth
in the scheme of things, really, it's the fourth best in the country, and we're very lucky to have it here in Eastbourne. But why? I'm looking at Adrian. You may know, why do we call the high-class private schools public schools, whereas in the States a public school is like a comprehensive estate school? Why is that, Adrian, do you think?
I've no idea why. I know I went to a private convent school.
Yeah.
Loved it, but I have no idea why they call the posh, expensive ones public schools. Sorry.
It's very, very strange, isn't it? Very, very strange. I've often wondered about that, and I've never met anybody who can explain it to me. Why they're called public schools. But public schools, I mean, that one there is currently £30,000 a term. Can you believe it? And I sent 3 of my kids there. I must have made an awful lot of money in my time. I must have. But the Labour government took most of it away. I always say to people, somebody was saying to me the other day that they'd turned their company, my son turned one of his companies into a situation where he was paying himself with PAYE for Marjorie. That's pay as you earn. It's a tax. So he could get great benefit from that. And we did the same in the 60s when Harold Wilson was Prime Minister. And I can show you the bank statements, and the most that Con, John and I ever got per month was £250. Can you believe that, Chris? And that is absolutely the truth. And that is why people like me say, when they say, oh, let's get back to a Labour government, no, please don't, please don't. I remember I went through 5 Labour governments. I know what it's like. I know it's like, don't do it, don't do it, don't be sucked in. But here's a lovely song that Con and we used to do it towards the end of our act. And it was a huge, huge song for us all the times. Huge, huge songs for us. And let's have a little listen to the great, the wonderful. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. And now, let's see, Con, did they like it? Did they like it? Did they like it? Did they like it? They loved it. They absolutely loved it. They absolutely loved it. Stephen Bear Park, he loved it as well. That's terrific. Well, listen, does anybody, put your hands up, anybody remember us singing that on stage? Carol got there first. Carol got there first. Carol, tell us about it. Go on.
It was amazing. Just how you used to have the lighting and you'd come out and all the smoke would be going up, and it was just wonderful. I loved it. And I can see it when you're singing it now. I can see it in my head. Brilliant.
I used to say to people that people ask me how to be successful and all that, and that was one of the things I used to say to them: come and see The Bachelors for that one effect, where we used to turn around and all the lights would come from the back of the stage, and we were silhouetted. Then press the smoke button, and all the smoke came through. That was my moment. I loved that moment. It was terrific. But let's get on now to an idea that I think it was John Leyland gave it to us, to talk about the people who are most influential in our Bachelor career. I've done Shal Tammy, I've done Dick Rowe, and I did Philip Solomon the last time, last month, I should say, last month. And there's honestly so much with Philip Solomon that you wouldn't know where to start, really. That's Philip Solomon there, Philip Solomon. And very few pictures of him around, really. You would think somebody is so powerful, there would be, but there aren't. And of course, Dorothy is still around. There's Dorothy with Philip. That's just before Philip died. And I was very lucky that Dorothy asked me, would I conduct the funeral service, which I did. And that was marvelous. And of course, Adrian would appreciate this one. There was a fight because it's a Jewish tradition of da-da-da-da-da-da. You tell me what it is, Adrian. The special prayer you say in the funeral, and the elder of the family says it. What's it called? The Shiva? No?
No, Shiva's the week afterwards. It's the Kaddish.
Kaddish, that's the one, Kaddish. And of course, I had arranged for who I considered to be the elder of the family to say it, and of course I said da 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 da. And now to say Kaddish, we have the honourable da 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 da. And this other guy jumped up, and this other guy said, "No, I'm the elder. I have to say Kaddish. I have to say," because only one person says it, and there was a fight. You couldn't believe it. There was an unholy fight in the crematorium place, and it was hilarious.
Any member of the family, any one of his kids could have said it.
Really,
all of them together.
Yeah, I was told that it was the elder of the family had to say it.
When my husband died, both of my boys said it together.
Oh, that must have been beautiful, because it's a lovely prayer. It is a lovely prayer. But the funny thing is that Philip, as you will know, gave us our first contract. And I'll stand back so you can see this. That is the original telegram that Philip sent us, because we couldn't make up our mind, because you gotta think about it. I was a high-flying civil engineer with the Chief Civil Engineer's Office of CIE in Dublin. I mean, a really high-flying position. I went to university and all that stuff. And it was a terrific decision to make, to give up that. And Con was a heating engineer. Con was designing all sorts of storage radiators and all that, underfloor heating and all that. I mean, John couldn't care less, because he was with great respect to carpenters, he was a carpenter. And he could just leave his job and then go back next week. It didn't matter to him. But to Con and I, it was very, very difficult. We made the decision. And then So we got in touch with Philip. That was a telegram in those days was really a posh way of getting in touch with people. And you could only say a few words in it. It cost a fortune. But we agreed and we went. And then Philip, but if you look at Philip's history at the time, he started as a publicity person for Mario Lanza when he toured in Ireland and in England. And then he found Bridie Gallagher. And Bridie Gallagher, you may not know, was a massive, massive Irish star all over the world. Huge, huge star. Anywhere Irish, where there were Irish places like Boston and like Birmingham, Manchester, Glasgow, places like that, she made fortunes for Philip. Sadly, as with an awful lot of female artists, I don't know why it is, they all turn to drink, most of them. You wouldn't believe it, the number of huge, like in nowadays, what's her name? Oh God, it won't come. I'm terrible for names at the moment, but a lot of girl singers turn to drink and drugs, of course. And then Ruby Murray. Ruby Murray had actually 9 records in the top 10 at one time. Then he found them, and of course the lead singer of them was Van Morrison. So he found Van Morrison. Then he found the Dubliners, Seven Drunken Nights, one of the biggest Irish acts ever in history. Then David McWilliams, huge hits. Then Twinkle, my girlfriend at the time, and I introduced her to Philip and got her to record Terry, which became a cult song, and it was banned by the BBC, so immediately it went to #1 in the charts. It's the easiest way to have a #1 is for BBC to ban your record. They didn't think it was proper at the time. Phil Coulter, he wrote Puppet on a String. He wrote Celebration. Celebrations, da 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 da. Yep. Phil, and then Phil went to work. We got him the job with Philip's office, Philip Coulter, and he wrote all. Philip Solomon always reckoned that he wrote Puppet on a String while he was employed by Philip. So Philip Solomon should have owned the copyright to Puppet on a String. But there was always an argument about that. And Phil still was a good friend. He wrote all the orchestrations for one of our albums, a lovely guy. And then he had massive success, Phil, on his own. Then Freddie Davies came along. Freddie Davies, one of the biggest comics we've ever had in Britain, Parrot Face. And then, of course, Lena Zavaroni, one of the major, what age? She was about 11, I think, when Philip found her. And then Pam Ayres. We all remember Pam Ayres was a poet and had a huge career, and that was all through Philip. Then Frank Carson came along, right. one of the biggest comics. My wife is shouting at me, she is, because you want to do the birthdays, don't you? So listen, Lynn, we've heard enough about Philip Solomon. I'll continue on next month because I wanted to tell the story, but it's a bit of a long story. So I'll do it next month. Lynn, tell us all about the birthdays, please.
Well, before the birthdays, we must remember Con.
Of course.
2 years ago tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we'll all be thinking of him.
Yes.
We all miss him. We still love him. So, but birthdays, the only one is Kevin, who's sitting right next to me. His birthday's next Saturday.
The man himself.
Yes.
Lovely. So
yes.
Listen, Kevin, are you going to blow out the candles and all that? Whoa, we've got a happy birthday to you, Kevin. Happy birthday to you, Kevin. Happy birthday, dear Kevin. Happy birthday to you and many more. And now this. There's actually a shooting friend of mine, Kevin. A shooting friend of mine, and he went out and he had this specially made, commissioned for me and done specially for you. So this is from a shooting friend to a shooting friend.
Yeah.
There we are, Kevin. Now, would you like to blow out the candle? Would you like to blow out the candle? If I say, or you say 1, 2, 3 and blow, okay?
Right, 1, 2, 3, blow.
Hey! Hey!
Look.
Hey!
How did that work?
How did you do that, Kevin? That was amazing. Well, listen, have a lovely birthday, Kevin,
Right, thank
on
you.
Saturday, and be thinking of us. And wait now, be thinking. What? Oh, your foot? Oh, Sandy's foot's caught. She's okay. No, she's okay. You're okay now. You did a grand job there, Kevin, and a grand job, Sandy. And they never realised how you did the trick, Kevin. Honestly, nobody. And you're sworn to secrecy now. How you were able to blow, and then the candles blew out.
Right.
Okay, that's good. Okay. So, Lynn, tell us, what are you going to do on Saturday?
He won't have any presents to open because he just wants money.
Oh, no.
So he'll just have cards to open.
I see.
We're having a Chinese meal in the evening.
Oh, that'll be lovely.
With it being Saturday, everywhere's crowded, so we won't be going out anywhere. So I'll be getting Chinese food in.
Yeah.
And we always enjoy that.
Yeah.
There's something to look forward to next weekend. And the following weekend, we are going out to dinner with my uncle. He's just a year older than me, and he's in a care home at the moment.
Ah.
So it's very sad that he's in that room and he's not living his life like the rest of us are here. But it'd be lovely to see him and have lunch with him.
I always say the 8th Confucian virtue, service to elders, very important. Look after the old people. Always look, and you're doing a grand job looking after them. But listen, shall we dedicate this next song to Kevin? Would that be nice, Lynn? So it's Unchained Melody. Would you like to dedicate it to Kevin? Go on. You dedicate it to Kevin. Go on.
I'll dedicate Unchained Melody to Kevin.
Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch, a lonely time. And the time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? Yes, I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea, to the open arms of the sea. Lonely
cancel that and then go to there, and then let's have a look. Look, they're going berserk. Come on, they loved you. They loved you. Look at the smiles, the smiles. Oh, Stephen's not smiling, but he is. He is. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you very much for that. Ah, what memories, yeah, what memories. When I listen back to that, people think I'm weird. I never sing for fun. It's a funny old quirk that I have. And I just suddenly realised without playing, and you're looking at me sometimes, I suppose you can see me on the screen, and I never sing along. When I think about it, I think that's weird. I really think that's weird. But that was, listening to that, that's one of the best orchestrations I've ever done. I listened to it, I can't believe it. Did I play that piano? Did I really play that piano? Did I really play all those strings? Yeah. But a lovely story about Con and I, with the Righteous Brothers. We were over in the States touring, and the Righteous Brothers had the #1 hit at the time with that song, Unchained Melody. And did you know why? It's a curious one, this. Why it's called Unchained Melody, because it has nothing to do with the song at all. Nothing to do with the song. The reason it's called Unchained Melody was that it was written for as a song for the film Unchained. And when it was delivered to the film people, it was just called Unchained Melody. No title at all. And that's a true story. But we were on tour and somebody said, oh, the Righteous Brothers are at Basin Street Club. And they've invited Con and yourself along. So there we were, right in the front. And it was one of those tiny jazz clubs, really. You think it's huge. No, tiny. And the Buddy Rich Orchestra were backing them. Now, if anybody knows anything about Buddy Rich and the Buddy Rich Orchestra, Google him and Google the stories. He was, without a shadow of a doubt, the most nasty man, the most evil man, the most horrible man to his musicians. So there he was, and he hated the idea that he was backing the Righteous Brothers. Hated it. And he did everything to upstage the Righteous Brothers. But anyway, it ended up, the huge Buddy Rich Orchestra, there was hardly any, it was a postage stamp area for the Righteous Brothers to stand on. And I can still see it now. There they were, the two of them, they said, oh my love. And every time one of them took a solo, then the other guy'd have to creep around like this. And eventually one of them looked at the other and said, it's very lucky we're not an elephant act. And for years afterwards, if Con and I, any of you saw us in a small venue where we had problems like that, we would always say that to each other. It's lucky we're not an elephant act. But there we are. We've come nearly to the end. Nearly to the end, but this is the last song. It was suggested by John Hutchinson. I'm sorry John is not with you. I hope he's well, actually. I hope he's well. If anybody's got any news, please let us know. But I hope he's well and he gets well soon, because I know he's had a bit of trouble, hospital trouble and that. This great song, suggested by John Hutchinson, I enjoyed doing. I loved it. And I love playing the ukulele. And as I always do, most of the great guitar players in the world love playing ukulele. As George Harrison loved ukulele, and Brian May loves ukulele, and I love playing ukulele. But see what you think of this one.
meets the gold of the day. Someone waits for me, and the gold of her hair crowns the blue of her eyes like a halo. If only I could see her, oh how happy I would be. Where the blue of the night meets the gold of the day. Someone waits for me. If only I could see her, oh how happy I would be. Where the blue of the night meets the gold of the day. Someone waits for
Nice. Entire copyright Dick Klasky. I have to do that for YouTube, believe it or not. So there we are, and let's see what the applause was like. Let's see what the applause was like. It's amazing. It's terrific. It's terrific. It's terrific. And I know people get annoyed when I say this. Con, I don't need you. That was me. I did everything. Oh, Chris, I'm mad, aren't I tell you what, I keep myself sane by being mad. But there we are. And for anybody interested, that was a new type of harmonica. I'll put it up there so you can see it. And it's made by a company called East Top. It's a very, very professionally made. It's very comfortable to play. It's a very different sort of a mouth organ. Really come up to date. But Hohner was the ones we used originally, and they've become very old-fashioned to me. And this has got a much fatter sound. I thought I got a big fat sound out of that, but that was good. Lynn, you want to say something? Go on.
You're saying about you like playing the ukulele.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
you been to Rye? Because you and I don't live far from one another. Rye has got a shop full of ukuleles.
Really?
Yeah, there's a whole shop window full of them. It's along one of the side streets going upwards. It's about John Hutchinson. He's doing
Oh,
very
good.
well.
Go on,
He's
yeah.
currently still in hospital, another hospital.
Really? Yeah.
And he's waiting to be fitted up with a prosthetic leg and wheelchair, and he's waiting to have his accommodation sorted out. So
Yeah.
it's all a long waiting game.
Yes.
But he's in very good spirits. He puts posts on Facebook every day, and he seems to be enjoying all the food at this hospital. He tells us every day what's on the menu.
I'm here to tell you, Lynn, Sandy's been in hospital a few times recently, and it's absolutely right. The food in hospitals now is quite something. They've got really good chefs, and they've really got the systems worked out, because it's all hot, it's fresh, and it's good food. But listen, if you have a chance to get in touch with John, will you give him all our regards, especially my regards, and please tell him that song was especially for him.
I will. Yes, that was brilliant, that song. It was absolutely beautiful. And the video was fantastic. The way you got the blue and the gold, it was wonderfully done.
Yeah, I was looking on the internet and I just thought, oh, I just put in blue sky. And I put in blue sky, then, oh, that came up. And then I put in, oh, here we go. How about a gold sky? And I put gold sky. And there's a company, I gave them a credit at the end, actually, the company who supplied them. And it's lovely. It's marvelous nowadays being able to do that sort of thing. But here we are at the end of the day again, end of the month. And the next one will be on May the 5th. I hope I don't get that wrong, Lynn, because I got my months mixed up this, and thank you very much, Lynn, for letting me know that I got the months mixed up this time. But we won't get them mixed up the next time. It's May the 5th is the next one. The replay will be with you as fast as it can be done in the studio down the other end of the house. We have to edit all this together. Not much to edit this time because Zoom has really behaved itself very well, I must say. Only one slight mess up, but and it's not my fault, by the way. It's just extremely difficult with Zoom, and they should make it easier. I've actually got in touch with somebody today to try and get them to make it easier. They should. So all the mics will be open in a minute, and you can have good fun chatting for as long as you like. If you look at this on YouTube, when you're looking at the replay, don't forget to share it with other people. Don't forget to like it. Like it. Very good to like. And go to the website, look at the stuff. It's really worth watching. So I'll see you in a month's time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Bachelors fans and enthusiasts, as I always say, and have a lovely sunny afternoon. I'm going to take Sandy out for a little afternoon tea in the sunshine. So here we go for the end of the show.
Where the blue of the night meets the gold of the day, someone